The Logitech G Pro Wireless is a medium-sized ambidextrous mouse with a safe shape. It has their new Hero sensor, it performs just as good as wired, and it weighs 80 grams. The weight is well balanced, the body is entirely plastic, and the walls are very thin, but it feels very solid, and as usual for Logitech mice, build quality is not an issue. However, there have been some people saying that their left and right mouse buttons are rubbing, and even though I don't have that problem when I'm playing normally, I can easily make it happen by pushing them together. Some copies have a slightly wider gap than others, but if your mouse buttons are rubbing in normal usage, then you're most likely gripping it in a way that you're pushing the buttons inwards. I wouldn't say this is poor build quality, but poor design. I don't know why they chose to design the buttons this way when almost every other gaming mouse they've made has them separated. Also, they put the DPI button on the bottom to prevent accidental clicks, but they usually place them on the top, and I don't think it was ever a problem for anybody. And even if it was a problem, you could disable it in the software. I think they should have kept it on the top because some people like to use it in game, either to change DPI or as an extra button. The left and right buttons are a little mushy, but still responsive and satisfying to click. Here's a sound test. The side buttons are modular, so you can have anywhere between 0 to 4 side buttons, and they're held in by magnets so they're easy to switch out. They have a short travel time and they're responsive, but I don't like where they're placed as they're a little too up front. Here's a comparison to the G502 and the G900, which are similar sized mice. These are more towards the back, which I think is where they should be. The scroll wheel is a little thin, but it has pretty distinct steps, it's easy to scroll and easy to press in. Personally, I like the scroll wheel a lot. If you're not familiar with the Logitech gaming software, this is what it looks like. You can change your DPI here, change your polling rate, have up to 5 different profiles, change the function of your buttons, enable or disable different side buttons, change your lighting, and look at your battery life. Speaking of battery, it has a built-in battery with a really impressive battery life. Around 48 hours with lighting on and around 60 hours with lighting off. And it can last even longer if you change the polling rate from 1000 down to 500. There's no noticeable difference in performance, especially if you play on a 60Hz monitor. So if you want the best battery life possible, then I recommend doing this. It comes with a cable which you can use to charge your mouse and as an extender for your wireless receiver. It's a flexible rubber cable, so playing in wired mode is not bad. The sensor is pretty much perfect. It's the new Hero sensor, which is basically a 3366 but more power efficient. Overall, this is a great mouse. I don't have the button rubbing issue, and I never use the DPI button anyway, but I wish it was a bit smaller because of my hand size, and I think they should make a smaller version, because people with smaller hands can't fully enjoy it. I also wish the side buttons were a bit more towards the back, but other than that, I have no complaints. It's an 80-gram wireless mouse with a comfortable shape, good buttons, and an amazing sensor. If you have medium to large hands, then this is one of the best options you can get, depending on how you like the shape, and hopefully you don't get the button rubbing issue. The retail price is $150 US and 200 Canadian dollars. I think the price is too high, but whether or not it's worth it is up to you. If you have the money, you're serious about gaming, and you want the best tech available, then definitely try it out. But if you're on a budget, or you're not serious about gaming or gaming mice, then probably not. There's still tons of other great gaming mice out there, and a lot of them are less than half the price of this one. So I recommend looking elsewhere instead. So that's it for the review of the G Pro Wireless. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and if you have any questions or comments, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys in the next video.